Job well done once again by the LCO Middle School Band.
Are you ready for some football?
This is a emotional game. It always is. The two teams are ready to do battle. You know, the crazy part about this is, it's your biggest rivals, and then it becomes your best buddies.
That's right.
Next year they are going to be.
And look, we brought it up. Normally this would be the last game, but with the hurricane that came a few weeks ago, I got some clarification. Golden Meadow is playing on Wednesday, and I believe LCO is still on Thursday.
Okay.
We'll try to have the Golden Meadow game for you here on Wednesday on KLEB.
Yep, sounds good to me.
But not powers that be. We got to see the schedule.
Number 1, Roddy
Gisclair back deep for the Bulldogs standing at his 20-yard line. Lions, or the Bulldogs will be going from right to left. Baca set the kickoff for the Lions. Bulldogs have 5 guys up at the 50, 5 at the 40. And Gisclair is by himself at the 20.
And look, Baca, when he wants to, does have a big leg. He can get it out there to Gisclair at that 20-yard line.
Baca approaches the ball. Lions will onside kick to start. Bulldogs fall on it at the 49-yard line.
Kick right up the middle, recovered by number 11, Hunter Hendrick.
So we're in the way here, Memorial Stadium.
10, Jackson Pulse.
Lions
Bulldogs will play a
try an onside kick
from their own 49-yard
Bulldogs
line.
will take over the 49-yard line.
Great starting field position for LCO. You guys could probably hear the wind in the mics. There's a couple of thunderstorms around the area. We haven't gotten any of the rain, but we have gotten some of that wind. It is a windy night here at Memorial Stadium.
Bulldogs in the huddle. They will shift formations. Mason Oakland spits out wide to the left, along with Elijah Griffin. Griffin under center. It's going to be a toss to Philinich on the left side. Will not get back to the line of scrimmage. We'll have a flag on the play. Maybe some type of face mask here.
Flag on the play.
Hold. I was about to say, I thought there was a hold on the outside that I saw.
So the Bulldogs would be called for holding. Actually, it was about a 2-yard loss on the play.
I would maybe decline this if I'm Derek.
Yeah, good point, because you're not really worried about field position if you try to onside kick here. But they're going to take the penalty. It'll mark them back. Lions did a good job on defense coming up and tackling Philinich for a 2-yard loss. So the Bulldogs will now be playing 1st and 20 at their own 39-yard line.
The hold on the play was on one of the wings out there on the outside. Golden Meadow defender was in pursuit, just kind of got tackled.
Shotgun set. 2 receivers to the far side. Griffin drops back, hits Philinich on a screen. Breaks one tackle at the 40, trying to get to the 45, will not. So a screen play by the Bulldogs picks up a few yards.
Number 12, Caleb Myers.
Good job by
pick up 5.
Maddox Veg on the tackle. And a good defensive start to this game. Golden Meadow flying around to the ball early.
And I like the call by Coach Pierce right there. Everyone's going to run it. And they come with a screen. Lions did a good job in stopping that. Ball spotted at the 44-yard line. Bulldogs playing a 2nd and 15, just underway here. 2 receivers to the wide side of the field. Griffin, center, man in motions, Richard L. It's going to be a counter play. The Lions back to the left side. Tripped up in the backfield, falls forward, for about a 3-yard gain.
Wrapped up by number 35.
Penetration that time from Golden Meadow. Hayden Guidry got him on the ground. Short gain, setting up a 3rd and long.
3rd and 11. Lions are showing great discipline on defense so far in this first series.
And you got to remember, like, this is the 3rd time these teams have played. They played in the Jamboree, they played in the preseason scrimmage, and then now tonight. So they have seen one another before.
Bulldogs facing a 3rd and 11. Ball spotted at their own 48-yard line. Bulldogs will shift formations. Have 2 receivers to the short side of the field. Shotgun set. Griffin calls for the ball. Drops back. Looks to his right. Scrambles out the pocket. Breaks 1 tackle. Throws it downfield. Incomplete. Flag on the play.
Pass intended for number 24, Riverdale, number 35.
2 flags on the play, but may have interference.
Flags are on the play.
Let's see.
Holding.
Defensive holding.
Yes.
Now, I guess the $1 million question is that an automatic first down? That I don't know
No.
at this level.
It's not.
Oh, they'll call interference. 15-yard penalty automatic. So the thing with that, with the interference is it's not a spot foul. So it's automatic 15 yards, and that will make it a first down.
First down, Bulldogs!
Derek Brune across the way is on the numbers. He's not happy. But if I were he, I would just be telling my defense, hey, just keep going, man. They're winning a lot of the snaps right now.
So the Bulldogs pick up the first down by penalty. Griffin in the center, Filinich in motion. It's going to be a flag before the play. And official looks back toward the Bulldog bench.
Offsides, yeah, I think this is a good call. One of the wide receivers was lined up across the line of scrimmage. Rather, one of the tackles was. So it's offsides on
The defense.
Oh, I thought it was on the offense. So my apologies. I thought that it was a foul on the LCO side. It's actually on the Golden Meadow side.
We had 3 flags in the game so far. 2 on the Lions, 1 on the Bulldogs. 1st and 5 for the Bulldogs at the Lion 32-yard line. Receiver to the wide side. Griffin under center. Man in motion is Filinich. It's going to be a handoff to Lions on the right side. Breaks 1 tackle. Does not break the 2nd tackle. Good job by Myers for the Lions.
Wrapped up by number 12, Caleb Myers.
That'll be enough for a first down. Good job by
Myers.
That's not an easy guy to tackle to begin with. And then there in the open field, bringing it down.
Yeah, good open field. That was a touchdown saving tackle there. So the Bulldogs would play a 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line. 5:27 to go here in the opening period. First drive of the ball game. Two-back set, a wing T set here. Griffin under center. Count. Hard count. We have movement.
So both teams moved. Which one's going to come first? It is going to be a false start.
So now back the Bulldogs up to 5. Yep. Coaching staff not very happy.
That'll cost the Bulldogs 5
the
yards.
left side of LCO's offensive line moved. The right side of Golden Meadow's defensive line moved. Let's say the offensive foul occurred first.
32-yard line.
Bulldogs playing a 1st and 15. Right under 5 minutes to go here, opening period. No score. First drive of the game. Bulldogs will send 2 receivers to the wide side of the field. Snap. Counter play to Filinich. Has a hole on the right side. He's at the 25. Breaks a tackle 20. Tackle from behind inside the 20. About the 18-yard line. Good job by Baca. Coming from behind, making a tackle.
It looked like the timing was a little off there on that one, but they still were able to get it to Filinich in open space, and he was able to do what he does.
So Filinich picks up a nice gain for the Bulldogs. He's 2nd and 2
from the Lions,
19-yard line. Bulldogs driving here, open period.
Red zone for the Bulldogs tonight.
Receiver split out wide to the left. Man in motion. Giving the Lions on the left side, hitting the backfield.
Ended up the middle, number 25, Lions.
I think actually might have lost a half a yard there.
That's Plazos and
Picked up by number 25,
Kendon Chasson.
Chasson.
Got into the backfield, made a nice tackle. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 2. Ball's at the 19-yard line. 3:35 to go, opening period.
Golden Meadow has to watch the ball. They have been a little flinchy here in the early stages of the game. And if you're LCO, you got 2 plays to get 2 yards.
Bulldogs break the huddle. Brady Griffin under center. 2-back set. Filinich in motion. Giving the Lions on the right side. Gets the first down and a couple more yards before he's tackled inside the 15 to around the 13-yard line.
Put down by number 66.
It's a very, very LCO drive to start the game. Methodical, taking their time, moving the ball down the field.
Coach Bruni is going to look back at it. They had a chance to get off the field, but they had the interference call.
Yeah, and the thing that's going to bother them about that is there's a 3rd and 11. It was about a 2-yard pass. If they just rally and make the tackle, it would have been 4th and long.
Bulldogs playing a 1st and 10 inside the 15 at the 14. 2 receivers to the near side. Griffin calls for the ball, who gives it to Richard L. Fighting for yards. Good job by the Lions up front. Short gain. We'll bring up 2nd down for the Bulldogs.
Good job by the middle of that Golden Meadow defense.
Myers, Scotty Bora, good job up there. 25 again, Chasson, Kendon Chasson. 66, Cy Hebert. Bulldogs playing a 2nd and about 8 yards.
Oh, Golden Meadow's got to get lined up. There's a mismatch on the outside.
Snap on the left side. Breaks the tackle from Baca, but will not get away. Charlie Dardar and Hayden Guidry, number 35.
So, Brian, if if LCO calls that formation again and Golden Meadow lines up the same way, the slot receiver was uncovered.
So Golden Meadow gets away with one here, forcing a 3rd and 11. Big 2 plays coming here, 1:24 to go here in the opening period.
Number 6, Elijah Dale Griffin.
Bulldogs taking their time in the huddle. They shift their formation.
Griffin in the shotgun.
It's going to be a trip receiver to the wide side, which is the right side of the formation. Griffin in the gun. Snap. Looks to his right, back to his left. Screen to Lions on the left side. Good play by the Lions. Number 4, Johnny Lee.
Number 25.
Along with Kendon Chasson once again.
Number 4, Johnny Lee.
Short gain for the Bulldogs. That brings up a 4th down.
2 yards on the play.
And about 8.
Call it 3.
Ball's going to be spotted around the 11-yard line.
This is a huge play. If Golden Meadow could withstand this 1-quarter drive without giving up points, it would be a huge morale boost.
Looks like he's going to
Keep an eye on that blind sideline. Receiver spread out wide to the right. 18 seconds to go here in the first period. Griffin under center. The snap is going to be a double reverse to Filinich. Going to get to the outside. Good blocking on the outside to 10-5. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Elijah Griffin with the ceiling block.
Excellent play call by Coach Nesson Pierce and his staff. They get Filinich to punch it into the end zone. And it caps a 7-minute, 54-second drive. And now you got a huge 2-point play coming up.
Line coach and staff wanted to hold it on the outside, but it was not called. And just a great call and a great execution by the Bulldogs. So it's 6 seconds here to go in the first period. The Bulldogs take a 6-0 lead, going for the 2-point conversion. As Casey just mentioned, some very big 2-point conversions. Bulldogs come to the line of scrimmage. Lions and Richard L in the back. Filinich at a wing. Filinich in motion. Snap given to Lions. Penetration from the Lion defense. Stops Lions short for the first down. That was Tyler Lyons. So with 6 seconds to go here in the first period, it's LCO 6, Golden Meadow 0.
Let's just keep it here with the 6 seconds left.
We'll keep it right here with 6 seconds to go in the opening period. Good drive by the Bulldogs, converted on a 3rd and long via penalty and a 4th and long with the reverse.
Yep, a great call there by Coach Pierce on the 4th down play, and then you put the ball in your best playmaker's hands. He gets outside. But, hey, look, man, I'll say this. We've called these games the last couple years, and honestly, LCO was far and away the better team, the more physically impressive team. Golden Meadow is much closer to their opponents than they've been in years past.
Yes. And, look, we got to go back, and I believe there's Elijah Griffin out there, and I didn't get the second number, but blocking on the perimeter for the Bulldogs. Reverse, that is a very long block to keep, and he had 2 guys blocking, did a tremendous job for the Bulldogs to spring Philnich for that touchdown.
We'll see if Golden Meadow could do in their first stab at it.
Fabian Rodriguez set the kickoff. Back deep is Baca
for the Lions.
and Myers.
Number 44, Jason Baca.
This kickoff could be the last play of the first period.
Number 13, Matt Beck.
Rodriguez approaches the ball, kicks it away, bounces, fielded by Johnny Lee at the 40 and 30-yard line, gets to the middle. Goes to the outside, and he crosses midfield. Crosses midfield, breaks a tackle to 45-40, up on the sideline, runs all the way, steps out of bounds at the 36-yard line. So good return from Johnny Lee for the Lions, which will bring us to the end of the first period. So let's go ahead and take a 1-minute break. You're listening to Middle School Football on KLEB.
That's the end of the quarter.
In at the Bulldog 36-yard line. Tight formation again. 3-back set. Dordo gets out to a wing. Is going to be given a Baca on the left side. Good penetration from the Bulldogs. But Baca falls forward. Roddy Gisclair on the tackle.
Number 1, Roddy Gisclair.
For the Bulldogs.
Number 34.
Gave him about 4 on the play.
Yeah, Golden Meadow made this move mid-season to go to this very closed-up, tight power set, and there, even when LCO kind of busted it up a little bit, the Lions were still able to get 4 yards.
Lions playing a 2nd and 6
for the Lions.
Baca plays on some Dardar in the backfield. Arujo under center.
3-5.
The Bulldogs jump, but if they look at the back actually flinched. But they're going to get the Bulldogs for crossing the line of scrimmage.
5-yard penalty.
They'll bring up a 2nd and short for the Lions. Ball spotted at the 32-yard line.
For the Lions.
Got to get to about the 31. So it's called a 2nd and 1. Tristan Dewey checks in the game for the Lions. Lucas Arujo, quarterback.
See, they're trying to go with that quarterback sneak play that they hit so many times last week.
Bulldogs are waiting for it. They got guys in the A-gaps here. Arujo under center. Hard count. He'll keep the ball.
Here he goes.
Picks up the first down. He gets to the 25-yard line. Good job by Arujo. There wasn't really much right up the middle. He just moved a little bit to his left, found the seam. Enough to pick up the first down.
Yeah, he hit Lockport for that so many times last week.
Lions will play first and 10.
And look, give credit to the offensive line because LCO knew it was coming. They had guys all up in those gaps, and it's man on man, and the Lions just had enough of a push. First and 10 for the Lions at the 25-yard line of the Bulldogs. 6:31 to go here in the first half. Bulldogs up 6-0. Tight formation again from the Lions. Arujo is under center. The snap. Giving a dart on the right side. Maybe gets 1 yard on the play. Good job by the Bulldog defensive front.
Wrapped up by 89.
Tyler Lyons on the tackle along with Alexis Galicia.
Ball game on the play. Second and about a long 9 for the Lions.
It's like 82. Joshua Ogel checks out the game. Lions in that tight set once again. Arujo checks his backfield. He's in the center. Giving a play zone. Good tackle.
Handoff up the middle, number 33.
That's number
Part of play zone.
34 on the tackle for the Bulldogs.
Number 50.
Liam
Joe
Elor.
Roberts. And number 34, Liam Elor.
That brings up a third down for the Lions. 3rd and 8. Bulldogs doing a good job of keeping fresh people in that game.
Yeah, Golden Meadow is a little behind the chains. Can they do what LCO did and get a chunk play to reverse that and try to pick up this first down?
Lions get to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 8. Arujo gets his backfield where he wants him. Drops back. Heavy pressure from the Bulldogs. Pass incomplete. Good pressure from the Bulldogs. 34. Liam Emor.
Number 34, Liam Emor.
Came right off the snap. Pacing. Arujo had no chance getting that pass off.
The low cross that they were trying to hit was open, but when you were getting leveled as you're throwing the ball, that is a throw that, you can't make.
So the Lions playing a 4th and 8. 4:39 to go here in the first half. LCO has a 6-0 lead. Myers brings the play in from the sideline. Lions break the huddle. Myers spit out to the left. Arujo's under center. The snap is going to be a double reverse, but it's mishandled by Dardar. Bulldogs in the backfield to make the play. Number 50 was the first guy.
Number 50,
John Roberts was on
number
Johnny on the
24,
spot.
Leo Richardson.
So the Lions try some razzle-dazzle here with a reverse.
Bulldogs take over on down.
Mishandled the
First
handoff.
down,
Bulldogs will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Looking at it back, there was a little green grass if they could have got the exchange, but all went for naught, and now it's a big 4:33 for both teams, really. LCO would love to go up 2 scores before the half. The Lions, knowing they get the first possession of the third, want to keep it right here.
So the Bulldogs take over, 1st and 10. Griffin under center. Filinich in motions, given to the Lions of the middle. He'll pick up about 6 yards. Good dive play from the Bulldogs. Good push by the offensive right side of the line.
Yep, best push of the night so far in the inside for LCO.
2nd and 5 for the Bulldogs.
Bulldogs playing a 2nd down. Break the huddle. Griffin, man in motions, Richard L. Given to our Lions. Flag on the play will stop the play. Is it offsides on the defense?
The dead ball encroachment on the defense.
So offsides on the defense. Bulldogs should
That'll be another
pick up the first down.
Bulldogs. Bulldogs will play first and 10 from their own 31
So
yard
first
line.
and 10. Bulldogs pick up the first down via penalty. 3:46 to go here in the second quarter. Clock is running. Griffin's under center. The snap is given to Filinich on the right side. Picks up about 2 on the play.
Wrapped up by number 66, Cy Hebert.
That'll bring up second down for the Bulldogs.
2nd and 7 for the Bulldogs.
Casey, what this is doing here is that the Bulldogs are making sure the Lions don't get a possession at the end of the
Absolutely.
second, possession to start the third.
No doubt about that. Securing that you have the ball last. And actually, Coach Pierce will call timeout right here.
We'll keep it here. Timeout, Bulldogs with 2:59 to go here in the second quarter. Bulldogs are up 6-0.
So we were joking about how much Friday's varsity high school football game drug, and we had a 49-minute first quarter. We have a 26-minute and 52-second ball game so far, and we're almost at the half.
Hey, look,
and we knew it was coming.
yeah, it may not even need the lights.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, we knew it was coming. Both teams want ball control, and we've seen a couple of pass attempts. But like Coach Pierce said, we're going to take what they give us.
Yep. It's two teams that understand that, and Coach Pierce said it in the pregame. The best way to play defense is to not play defense.
And all you Bulldog line fans out there want to issue a challenge here to help us out. If you go back and watch this game on YouTube, go ahead, give us a like, subscribe to the channel, and go ahead and share it. We want to get this out to as many people as we can. What a joy to just see the improvement that both of these teams made.
Yes, both of these teams have gotten better throughout the course of the season, and you could see where the Tarpons are getting some pieces that are going to maybe be able to help them in the future for sure.
Bulldogs playing a second down.
2nd and 7 for the Bulldogs.
There'll be a counter play to Richie. Now he's hit in the backfield. Looks like Dardar's the first one. Oh, let's see. Was that Dardar?
Charlie Dardar.
Yep.
Yes.
That's great scouting there. They knew that one was coming.
You have to be impressed with the Lion defense staying home on these counter plays.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And I want to give a shout out to my little cousin, Scotty Bourret. He was one of the guys who swept up at the end of the play there, jumped into the pile. You mentioned last week the confidence he's playing with after getting that 2-point conversion. You couldn't have been more right. He's just flying around now.
If we'd be giving awards out, most improved, he'd be at the top of the list.
Yep.
Bulldogs come with 2 receivers to the wide side. Man in motion. Counter play again to Filinich. He's in the backfield. Charlie Dardar for the Lions. Tackles Filinich in the backfield. The Lions now will call timeout. Great timeout by Coach Brunet here with 2:03 to go in the second quarter.
It is a very good timeout. You make them punt the football. You never know what could possibly happen. Could it be a bad snap, a shanked kick, whatever it may be. But with 2:03 to go, I wouldn't think Coach Pierce would think to go for it here on 4th and 15. I think they'll punt the football. But again, great penetration. Dardar and Bourret, again, the two guys get the ball carried to the ground on the 3rd down play.
Yeah, and that's one thing at middle school level. Okay, you got a punter, you 4th and 15 or so. But he knows if they have trouble getting the snap, he said, let's just go for it. And we got 2 minutes to play defense. So we'll see. Yeah, it
doesn't look like an obvious punt formation is going out there. We'll see.
The Bulldogs will have 4th down at about 15 at their own 31-yard line.
Hey, they are going to punt it.
Looks like they are in punt formation.
Back to punt for the Bulldogs in the 24.
Looks like Noah Guidry, the center, will be snapping the ball for the Bulldogs. The snap, good snap. High punch short.
Away.
Lions are getting away from it, and the Bulldogs will kill the ball at around the
Fielded by number
43-yard line.
51, David Broke.
Great field position and a golden opportunity for
Lions
Golden
will
Meadow
play
in plus territory.
first and
156 to go, 2 timeouts.
From the Bulldogs.
And now Coach Bruni has to, 2 for 1 is back in play here.
Yes, indeed.
If you can score here 156 and get the ball to start the third quarter and do the same, you're in business. Ball spotted at the Bulldog 42-yard line. Caleb Myers brings the play in from the sideline.
What a great young man. Had a chance to meet him after the last game. Just a very, very good kid.
Lions in that tight formation in the backfield. 3-back set. The power I formation. Snap to toss to Dardar. Gets a block. Turns upfield to 40, 35. Tackled around the 30-yard line. Clock will stop for the first down. Nice vision from Dardar. Had nothing on the outside, turned up the field. Lions come quick to the line of scrimmage. Clock starts, 1:45 to go here. Tight formation. Given a plaisance. Right up the middle. He'll pick up maybe a yard. Clock continues to run at 1:30 to go here.
Wrapped up by number 50, Joe Roberts.
I think they're going to go with that toss again. I think the outside right now is where they can maybe find some green grass.
1:20 to go. Clock is still not a factor right now. Lions, that same formation. Everyone in tight with the power I set. Arujo is going to be a toss to Dardar on the left side. Turns up field. He'll gain a couple on the play.
Handoff to number 2, Dardar. Wrapped up first.
Clock continues to run under 1 minute here.
Number 51, David Broke.
Coach Bruni not electing to call the timeout. He's going to send the play in. Valuable time run ticking off the clock here.
Third and
long for the Lions. 40 seconds to go. Ball spotted at the Bulldog 27-yard line. Tight formation from the Lions. Arujo under center. Calls for the ball. It's going to be a toss, a reverse to Myers. The field's in at 20. Gets to the outside. 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Lions.
Touchdown, Lions.
Great call from Coach Derek Bruni. Ties this game up at 6-6 with 17 seconds to go here in the second period.
Wow, boy, does that change the complexion of the game. Golden Meadow scores. Derek will call a timeout there to draw up his 2-point play. And my goodness, Brian, we've got ourselves a ball game here in Memorial Stadium. Both teams hit a reverse for a score. And now we've got a big old 2-point conversion coming up here after Mr. Myers put that ball into the end zone.
And look, Myers did a great job. He when the reverse looked at his blockers, he didn't have anything up, so he kept going to the sideline, got his speed. When he got to the corner, he had that perfect angle to the end zone. Great call from Coach Bruni, and I think right here, perfect timeout for his team.
Oh, yeah.
This is a very big 2-point conversion. Also gives the Bulldogs time right now for the coaching staff to, hey, guys, this is important.
It's a huge play.
17 seconds to go in the second period. Lions just tied up the ball game. What a nice run from Caleb Myers for the Lions. Caleb Myers. Not bad. We got a Jacob and Caleb, right?
I have called him Jacob Myers before, my man. So happens to the best of us.
Lions going for the 2-point conversion.
What call does Coach Bruni come with here?
4 receivers to the left side of the formation.
Actually in the gun, and that's going to
we'll
cause...
have a timeout.
Yeah, I think LCO.
LCO.
I don't think they were expecting him to come out in the gun, which led Coach Pierce to see the formation and call a timeout.
Now, you normally ask this, but I'm going to ask you. What do you do here? You come back, same formation, or you change it?
I would come in the same formation because I don't think you really tipped your hand at what you were going to do. You didn't do any type of motion or anything. if there's a play out of this that you like, just go ahead and run it, man.
I agree. I would come with the same formation here. If Coach Pierce may have seen this formation several times, has his kids seen it?
Yeah, that's a good point.
And you go ahead and that's what you're playing. You're right. If you got a play you like, run it.
Now, I know there were all the receivers around to the left side of the field, which means don't be surprised if they try some on the right side of the field.
Keep an eye out if they're going to have the same quarterback. Is that a Rougeau? That's Dardar.
Yeah, it's Dardar is going to get the direct snap.
That's going to be a direct run. Dardar the snap. Runs. Good job by the Bulldogs. He's fighting, trying to get to the end zone. The push is not there. So the 2-point conversion is no good. So our score remains tied at 6. We'll keep it here. We're 17 seconds away from halftime, so let's just keep it here. Case of audit treat once again. Middle school football.
No doubt. Both teams have played a good first half. Golden Meadow gets the score before the half, but I will caution you, it's not halftime yet. And when you got number 10 on the other side, he's more than capable of breaking one here. So Golden Meadow, the message I think from Coach Brune has to be, fellas, we cannot exhale until we are in the locker room all the way.
Yeah. Now, look, I'm not sure. I don't think Golden Meadow will kick this ball deep, but in situations like this, normally your last game there, you practice certain plays all year for one opportunity to run it.
Yeah.
And it could be like a pass on the kickoff or something like that for that opportunity. But not sure if Golden Meadow will kick it deep. They can take their chances, give LCO the ball at midfield with about 15, 14 seconds.
Yeah, we'll see what they opt to do here. See if 10 is on the field. I'm looking for Phillips. No, Jiskler's the guy back deep.
Baca set the kick. It's Roddy Jiskler back deep for the Bulldogs. Looks like they may kick this deep. Got a coach standing at the 25-yard line with his hand up. He was.
Look, if you could put the ball around the 30, 25-yard line, it's a free-for-all.
I think that's why he's kicking it. Baca approaches the ball. He kicks it. It was caught by the Bulldogs at a 45. Crosses midfield.
89.
Alicia did a great job. Caught the ball.
Catch. Yeah, it was a great catch.
And you were to go with it. Cross midfield. I have 14 seconds here.
Bulldogs will play a 1st and 10.
With Filinich in the backfield,
From the Lions,
you always have that, that threat where he can take it all the way, especially, again, if they come with just a simple reverse. And now, if I'm the Lions, I'm backing up 5 guys to the 20.
Yeah, you're willing to give up a little ground here, especially knowing that a field goal is not possible.
Bulldogs break the huddle. Ball spotted at the Lion 47-yard line. 2 receivers spread out wide to the right side of the formation. The snap. There's the fake reverse. Filinich has it at the 50, 45, 40, turns up field, 35, across the green. He's at the 30, the 25, 20, breaks the tackle, 10, 5, touchdown, Bulldogs!
touchdown, Bulldogs!
That's an unbelievable play.
Filinich came to his right, went across the field to his left, showed speed, a dive and attempt, almost tackled him inside the 10, got away from that tackle and scores the touchdown with no time left here.
And to your point, Brian, if Golden Meadow had it to do over again, they probably should have crept some of those defensive backs a little farther back.
Coach Pierce calls his final timeout.
So timeout from the Bulldogs.
Looks like they're going to have a coach's huddle.
They take the lead 12-6 on an outstanding run from Lake and Filinich.
Down there. He may have let you go for 2.
What a run to give the Bulldogs a lead, and Coach Brunet at halftime is going to have a job on his hands to pick his team up. And especially, look, if they stop this conversion here, he just got to tell his team, look, we get the ball
Just keep
to
going.
start the half. We score, get the conversion, we win in this game.
Yeah, just keep going. No doubt about it, man. It is a big gut punch to give up the score before the lockers, but boy, you are still in a good spot.
Now for the Lions, it's going to start here. You have to stop this conversion. The Bulldogs are trying to get this in to give them that 8-point cushion. Bulldogs lining up to go for 2.
Big 2-point conversion coming up for the
Griffin is
Bulldogs.
under center. Bulldogs
On the board,
get their
Griffin under
formation
center.
set, and we'll have a
And Coach
timeout.
Brunet will not take this timeout into halftime.
So we'll have a timeout from the Lions.
Timeout there. They react to the formation again.
(12-6), our score is. Waiting for the conversion, which will end the first half. At the moment, LCO has a 12-6 lead on the Lions.
You know, your instincts would be, all right, well, you got to find Lions here. You pay too much attention there, and that's when they hit you with Richardell or I meant to say Fillinage. That's when they will hit you with Lions or Richardell.
Bulldogs.
Let's get the line.
Griffin is under center. Fillinage in motion. It's going to be a rollout by Griffin. He's at the 5 trying to get to the corner. He throws the ball for a touchdown to Richardell. And we'll have a flag on the play. Did he cross the line of scrimmage?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
That's close. Truck on the replay over there. That's got to be close.
It's very close. Oh, my goodness.
Now, what a heads-up play from Brady Griffin. Rolls out to his left. Knew he couldn't get the edge to the end zone and just forward pass to Richardell alone in the end zone. But he just crossed the line of scrimmage.
I think that's a loss.
It is a loss of down.
So that should be halftime.
It should bring us to halftime.
I don't think that's the way they're enforcing it, boss. But, yeah, I think that's a loss of down. Didn't we just have one of those a couple weeks ago?
It is loss of down. Officials are going to discuss it, but
they're running another 2-point play here. It's going to be a 5-yard penalty.
5 yards and attempt the 2-point conversion over.
That's what they're discussing right here.
I think this is a loss of down. We had this conversation at the high school game a couple weeks ago. I think that when you have an illegal forward pass, you lose the down, which means that play would have been.
Yeah, it should not matter if it's a 2-point conversion or not. So this should bring us to halftime.
And I think that they're going to go and explain this to Coach Pierce.
The referees have a little conference.
And Coach Brunet is getting the explanation as well. Let's see.
Yeah,
halftime.
Yeah.
There you go. And look, great job by the officials getting it right. That is a loss of down penalty.
So that brings us to halftime. What our score? LCO 12, Golden Meadow 6. We take a 3-minute break. When we get back, we'll give you some thoughts here about the first half on K.
LCO Bulldogs 12.
So just over. Oh man, what a heads up.
Your radio now.
Rodriguez set to kick off for the
Back deep for the
Bulldogs.
Lions, number 44.
Baca,
Baca.
it looks like
Number
13.
Vex. Kicking off for the Bulldogs.
Maddox
in
Vegas.
20. Rodriguez.
Back deep for the Lions. Rodriguez approaches, kicks the ball, straight kick, bounces at the 35. Myers will pick it up, trying to get past the 35, does not. Well, he gets past the 35, but about the 37.
Good pursuit.
Roddy just clear on the tackle.
Yeah, real good pursuit there from Roddy.
So the Lions will take over at their own 37-yard line.
It's blowing. Y'all hear that? Keep trying to check the app, make sure that there's no weather coming this way. You guys got it in LaRose today? It was storming today at the house.
We got a little rain, yeah. 1st and 10 for the Lions. Just underway here in the second half. Lions trail 12-6. Lions in that tight formation. Arujo's under center. Hard count.
What happened first? Both teams jumped.
This is going to be on the Lions.
And tight end or the left tackle for Golden Meadow moved. The defensive ends jumped.
So that'll back the Lions up 5. Myers checks in. Johnny Lee checks out for the Lions. Ball spotted at 32-yard line. 1st and 15. Powell set for the Lions. One receiver to the right side. Snap. Giving a dart. Plenty of room on the right side. Picks up. He picks up maybe 3. Good job closing by the Bulldog defense.
Yeah, I thought he was going to gain way more than that. To your point, there was a nice initial hole. LCO closed it up.
Gain of 3 on the play. Second and 12 for the Lions. Lions staying in that same formation. Tristan Dewey split out to the right. Arujo under center, the snap. Given on the lead play to Baca, bruising his way. Picks up about 4 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd down for the Lions.
That's 2 straight plays that the initial push for Golden Meadow was real good, but LCO closed it up real nicely. Plays where I thought they would get 6 or 7 yards, they only get 3 or 4.
And that was a point in pregame where the Lions were bigger, but the Bulldogs are quicker. And they're doing a good job of closing up these holes. 3rd and 9. 6:33 to go here in the 3rd period.
Is there another toss or a reverse in the works? Actually, it's going to be a timeout right here.
Coach Brunet's going to call a timeout here. That'll be their first timeout of the half.
That could be big later on. That's not what you want to do at 6:24 to go in the 3rd.
A lot of times when you call these early timeouts, the players like to get too frustrated. Oh, I can't believe it. It's like, relax. It's just a timeout.
Yep.
And if you can go ahead and pick up the 1st down here, it's worth it. You have to get these guys on the same page.
There's a huge Louisiana Lafayette game tonight being played out there in San Marcos, Texas. Texas State actually leads the Cajuns 3-0 in the middle of the 1st quarter there.
Did the Pelicans start?
The Pelicans are on the left coast at 9 o'clock tonight, taking on the Warriors. With no Steph Curry, which means the Warriors are going to win by 50. That's the way the Pelicans operate, right?
Yes. Back in action here, 3rd and 9. Lions have the ball at their own 38-yard line. Arujo under center, drops back, looks to his right. Heavy pressure from Richard L. Ball's overthrown, intended for Johnny Lee. Just overthrew him. Credit Richard L. for the Bulldogs with pressure from their defensive right side
I think
had Araujo to throw it just a touch early.
Sorry, Brian. I think that if Lucas would have just put a little more air under the ball, that allowed just a little extra time for Johnny to slide under that one, he may still be running Golden Meadows with a punt the football here.
So Lions in punt formation. That's Johnny Lee back.
Got to be careful because that's a really good athlete at punter. Just throwing that out there.
It's not very deep. He's standing around his 30. High snap, backs him up.
There he goes.
He's going to fake the punt with heavy pressure, trying to get to the outside. He will not. He loses a yard or two on the play. It was a high snap. He wasn't very deep when he caught the ball, and the Bulldog pressure was right there. So he had no choice but to try and get to the outside.
Yeah, I don't think it was a fake punt. Like you said, I think it was just a situation where he didn't trust that he could get it off, so he tried to turn the corner. Good job in pursuit by LCO. Boy, now LCO in a great spot with good field position.
You give Johnny Lee credit on that because he didn't think about it, and LCO made a better play. So the 36-yard line is where the Bulldogs will take over. The Lion 36. Griffin's under center. Calls for the ball. Given to Lions on the right side. Nice hole. Goes through it. Breaking tackle. He was hit about 2 or 3 yards, and after he picked up an additional 4 or 5 yards. Nice gain. That's a gain of 8.
I'm telling you right now, Golden Meadow better wake up. They start off the third quarter with a pre-snap penalty. Have the little snafu on the punt. The body language isn't good. LCO's firing out right now. They are threatening to go up 2 scores. Golden Meadow needs to draw the line in the sand right here.
Bulldogs playing a 2nd and 3. 5:32 to go here in the third period. Griffin will go and tell Filinich and Lions the play.
Oh,
a hard count, and they jump.
Ryan on the play.
That'll back up the Bulldogs 5.
The dead ball, false start.
Ryan, we have seen that more times today than all season with the hard count fooling the offensive guy.
Yeah, you're right. Look, the Bulldogs have been doing this all year.
Yeah. Just a little extra angst tonight when you're facing the rival. You want to fire out a little harder.
That'll back the Bulldogs up 5. Bulldogs get set in their formation, 2-back set. Richard L. wing right.
Again.
And we have movement again.
Again, wow.
Coach Pierce may even call a timeout here.
False start, called again on the Bulldogs.
Well, that's frustrating for LCO. You got 8 yards on first down, and then you go ahead and you lose 10.
2nd and 12.
Without even snapping the football again.
So that'll back them up another 5. Only thing it's doing, the clock runs again. 4:50 to go here in the third. Two-back set, receivers wide to each side. The snap, giving a Filinich, turns up field. Not much room. Good job by the Lions there. Number 13, Maddox Vegas, Scotty Bora.
Number 72, Scotty Bora. Gain of about 1.
That'll force 3rd and 11 for the Bulldogs.
Tell you what,
critical here for the Lions to get the ball back.
I was just about to say, I tell you what, this might be the best chance for Golden Meadow right here. 3rd and 11.
You watch some type of counter play or reverse again.
I don't know that the officials are going to allow that. There's some lights on out there in the end zone. Oh, never mind. They're turning sideways.
Bulldogs come to the line of scrimmage, facing a 3rd and 11. 2 receivers to the near side of the field. Filinich in motion. Giving a no, he keeps it. Pitches to Filinich. The 40, 35. Knocked out of bounds.
Forced out of bounds by
Tristan Dewey. Nice pickup, but short of the first down. That'll bring up a 4th down and about 7.
Yeah, that was another one of those, kind of like we said with Golden Meadow when they had the ball. I thought LCO was going to gain a little more than they did. The Lions actually closed pretty nicely there.
4th and 7.
And the confidence Coach Pierce has in his quarterback and running back to go ahead and pitch the ball, that says a lot.
Play the game right here. Sorry, Brian. Play the game.
Ball spotted at the Lion 33-yard line. 4th down and about 7.
To keep the offense on.
So if you're Coach Pierce, do you trust your guys to come with a hard count? It would be so nice to get 5 free yards, but you've given up 10 yards just this drive.
Bulldogs will send 2 receivers to the wide side of the wing, double wing. That's Richard L in motion. A counter play to Richard L. He's hit in the backfield by Baca.
Richard L hit in the backfield by number 44.
Loss on the play.
Baca. Loss on the play.
Good job by Baca. Quarter play zone's coming in to help out on the tackle.
First and 10.
So Lions will take over on downs. 3:24 to go. 3rd period.
Look, I just said it after the 8-yard gain after the punt. Said Golden Meadow better wake up, and they did. They started firing out. They've got the ball back now and an opportunity with some pretty good field position. Try to make some things happen here.
It's getting to the point of the game case where Lions have to start thinking, okay, we have this possession and maybe one more.
Yeah.
So Lions will take over the 37-yard line. 3:24 here, left in the 3rd period. Lions in a tight set. Arujo's under center. Snap given a back on the left side. Had a hole, but closed quickly by Lions.
Wrapped up at 25. Lions.
Picks up about 3 on the play. Brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
Tyler Lyons came up quick and delivered the hit on Baca.
And for those of you that are just tuning in, Coach Pierce said in the pregame that they just kind of let him roam free. He's just kind of a free runner out there on that defense.
Lions 2nd and 7 from their 40-yard line. Rougeau, center, gives the ball back to Baca, fighting for yards. He'll pick up another 2 or 3 on the play. Let's give him 3. That'll bring up a 3rd and 4.
Assisted on the tackle by number 44. Noah Guidry.
Pretty good push, 3rd and short. Got 2 plays to pick it up.
Lions coming quick to the line of scrimmage. Maybe have the same play called. 3rd and 4.
For the Lions.
Hard count, and the Bulldogs jump.
This is going to drive Coach Pierce crazy because this has not been an issue all year for them. But tonight on both offense and defense, it's been an issue.
So the Lions will pick up the 1st down. The ball's going to be at their 49-yard line.
49-yard line.
2:18 here left in the 3rd period. Bulldogs up 12-6. Tristan Dewey comes in with the play from the sideline. Tight set from the Lions. Rougeau gets the ball. Giving a dart on a 2nd back. Maybe gets the line of scrimmage, but we have a flag on the play. Normally when this official on the side throws, it's kind of on the defense. Or the receiver may have moved before. Waiting on the call when it's a false start or illegal formation, 1 of the 2 on the Lions.
Now, does Coach Pierce want 1st and 15 or 2nd and 10? That's the decision they're making right now as a staff.
And I think what happened there, the tackle was lined up in the back. He's not on the line of scrimmage.
The flag on the play.
Coach Pierce has made his decision. Let's see what they go with here. I love that he was presented with this situation, and the first thing he did was turn to his staff and said, hey, what do you guys think? We're still figuring it out.
Not sure. There's the call.
Illegal procedure against the Lions.
Looks like, yep, they've taken a penalty.
A 5-yard penalty and
It'll
replay
back them up
first down.
5. They can replay first down. 1st and 15. Fisher going to explain to Coach Brunet to call. Sends the play in with Myers. Clock is stopped at 1:45 to go here in the third period. Rougeau under center. Tight set again. The ball. Rougeau rolls to his right. Has a Bach in the flat. He's caught. Does not break a tackle. Great open field tackle by Filinich. Pick up about 5 on the play. That'll bring up 2nd and 10. So they get the penalty yards back.
Yeah, so it ends up being a wash there. Coach Pierce could have declined and made 2nd and 10. Well, it's 2nd and 10 anyway. So
Coach Brunet putting the ball in the air. Nice route by Baca getting open in the flats. Good catch by him also.
Brian, this is the first time in a little bit that we've had a 4-quarter LCO Golden Medal game where, you know, the outcome is still hanging in the balance. And we're headed there tonight.
2nd and 10. The snap. There's an inside reverse. Falls on the ground. Loose. Lions fall on it. That's Charlie Dordorf. Fell back with the ball. But once again, miscommunication in the backfield. Brings up 3rd and long.
Yeah, that play has not worked for Golden Meadow. They've tried it a couple times, have not been able to get the timing. And now it is 3rd and a mile. I think they're going to take the quarter break to figure it out.
Clock is running. 12 seconds. 3rd and about 23.
Yeah, this is going to be the end of the quarter.
Yeah, they're going to let this clock run out. When we get back, Lions have a big 3rd down play. We back here in 1 minute right here on KLEB.
That's the end of the third quarter with your score. Lions 6, Bulldogs.
Quarter. It's 12-6 in favor of the Bulldogs. Lions have the ball at their own 36, but they are facing a 3rd and about 23. They have to get all the way down to the Bulldog 41-yard line to pick up the first down.
I think the message, if I'm Coach Brunet to my guys here, is we don't have to get 23 yards right here. If we get 10, 15 yards, that would be plenty.
Lions come to the line of scrimmage. Snap. Arujo drops back. Heavy pressure from the Bulldogs. Thrown intercepted by the Bulldogs. That looks like to be Roddy Gisclair on the interception for the Bulldogs. He's fired up. So Bulldogs will take over. Nice coverage from Roddy Gisclair and went up to get the interception. Gives his team the ball at the Lion 35-yard line.
Yeah, good defense from LCO there. They just had so much pressure on Lucas on that snap. Nothing he could do. Roddy goes ahead, gets the pick, and now LCO is in prime position again to try to go up 2 scores. Can Golden Meadows defense get one more stop, try to get the ball back to their offense?
So the Bulldogs take over at the 35-yard line. 7:54 to go in the game. Griffin gets his team in the right formation. 2-back set. Richard L. wing to the left. Snap given to Filinich on the left side. Cuts inside. Breaks the tackle. Tackled at the 30-yard line for a 5-yard gain. Myers on the tackle for the Lions.
Really good tackle by Myers there.
That's good enough for a David Boomerwell hard run.
Ball spotted at the 30-yard line. 2nd and 5 for the Bulldogs. Ryder Dufresne on the offensive line for the Bulldogs. Doing a good job on that left side. Griffin under center. Filinich in motion. Giving a line on the right side. Big hole on the right side. He'll pick up about 6. That's enough for a Bulldog first down.
Every first down for LCO just bleeds some more sand out of the hourglass. Inside of 7 minutes.
Clock continues to run. Ball spotted the 24-yard line. We want to thank GIS, Gen Gators, Ontario, Douay, Ontario, sponsoring middle school and high school football this year. Bulldogs 2-back set. Filinich in motion. Giving to Richard L. Inside run. Brings the tackle to 15. Twisted around inside the 10. Tackled around the 8-yard line. Nice run by Richard L. Give the Bulldogs a 1st and goal.
Bulldogs are out in the red zone.
Yeah, really good run from Richard L. that time.
1st and goal.
Ball spotted the 13-yard line. 6:12 to go here in the ball game. Bulldogs trying to possibly ice this game.
Would be an absolutely huge score if LCO could get it.
Bulldogs come to the line of scrimmage. 2-back set. Receiver spit out wide right. Griffin gets the snap. That's given a Filinich on the left side. Breaks a tackle in the backfield. Gets down to the 5-yard line. Good job by Johnny Lee. And it looks to be, is that Hayden Gidry, number 35?
Yep.
The Lions 6.
Ball spotted at 6-yard line. Coach Pierce has no problem with this at all. Taking his time.
17, Casey Cortez.
Yeah, you're in a great spot right now. Obviously, you want to score and you want to punch it in, but either way, you're running clock right now, and the worst case scenario would be you giving them the ball back deep in their end zone.
Approaching 5 minutes to go here in this game, and the Bulldogs will call a timeout.
That's a perfect time, timeout.
Let's go ahead. Let's try and take a 1-minute break, Mr. Jason. We get back, we'll have the final 5 minutes for you right here on KLEB. In motion, the ball, quarterback keeps it, pitches to Filinich, gets his speed, is at the 5, touchdown, Bulldogs. On an option play to the right, increases the lead to 18-6 with a 2-point conversion on its way.
Very nice play design there. They go ahead and pitch it out. Nothing but green grass and opportunity there for Filinich in the open field. And that's going to make it really tough for Golden Meadow to rally back in this game. That score there.
For the Bulldogs, Aljar's Bakery.
And that's a play they ran earlier, and they came back. And that's something they could have been working on all year for this moment right here. And great execution. And, again, the confidence Coach Pierce shows in his quarterback and his back to run that pitch is good.
No doubt about it.
Bulldogs set to go for 2, trying to increase their lead. Filinich and Lions spread out wide to the right. Empty set for Griffin. He's in the gun. The snap. He's going to throw a screen to the left to Richard L. Breaks one tackle in the end zone. For the conversion. That brings our score. LCO 20. Golden Meadow 6. We'll keep it here. 4:55 to go here in this ball game. Casey, great execution. Great play call there by Coach Pierce. And his guys executed it.
Yeah, no doubt about it. They go up 2 scores. It's going to be tough sledding for Golden Meadow now at 4:55 to go. They're going to need something quick, and quite frankly, they're going to need LCO to help them out a little bit along the way as well. But outstanding execution on that last drive by the Bulldogs. They go down the field, punch it in, convert the 2-point play.
Yeah, look, Golden Meadow right now is going to need a big play.
Yeah.
If it comes on special teams or not. But you got 2 scores here, and if you score once, how you get the ball back from LCO.
That's the challenge. That's the challenge. Is the way that their offense is designed, you would spend the whole 4:55 scoring once, and then you got to do it all over again.
Off for the Bulldogs. Number 20, Fabian Rodriguez.
So Rodriguez set to kick off again for the Bulldogs.
19 for the Lions. Number 13, Max Beck. Number 44, Mason Haka.
Baca and Vegas back deep for the Lions. Rodriguez set the kick for the Bulldogs. He approaches the ball. Kick is off, bounces through Johnny Lee's legs, picked up by Vegas. He's at the 35. Fumble on the play, ball fumbled out of bounds. Did he get the ball inbounds before it went out of bounds? Waiting on the call for the official, and it looks like they're going to rule the ball out of bounds.
Yeah, I was about to say, watching it live, I didn't think he had established possession. Probably a good call by the official.
That's the Lions first down. This first down brought to you by Kirby's Roast Beef Bowl.
So the ball spotted right around the 40-yard line. Lions take over, 1st and 10. .449 to go here in the game. Bulldogs up 20-6. 4 receivers. Myers in motion. Tried to double reverse. Kept the ball. Good tackle by the Bulldogs in the backfield.
Wrapped up by number 89.
89.
Alexis
Galicia.
Golden Meadow has tried that
at least 3 times, and
yeah, they've tried that reverse action. It hasn't quite worked.
Clock's running, 4 minutes and change to go here in this game. Lions are facing 2nd and long. Lions come to the line of scrimmage. The quad 4 receiver set to the left. There's a toss to Myers, trying to get to the outside. Gets across the 30, but no further. Good job by Roddy Jetsplayer. came from his position, defensive back-wise, and filled the alley and made the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. That is a very good job by Roddy Gisclair.
You know, what was one of the things that Coach Nessie Pierce said in the pregame to us when he was speaking with Truck? He said, we've got to tackle well tonight. They have done a good job of that, especially in the second half.
3:23 to go. Clock is running. Lions facing 3rd and long. Four receiver set to the near side. Myers in motion. Inside handoff. There's the reverse. Looks like Reeves can throw the ball incomplete. That's Marujo got the ball back. Overthrew his receivers. Clock will stop at 2:57, but that's a 4th down coming up for the Lions.
Good sportsmanship. Lions knocked the heck out of Marujo, but he did pick him right back up. 2 future teammates here in the Big Blue.
Sponsored by Ritz Garden, your family's favorite restaurant.
4th down play. For the Lions, 2:57 remaining in this ball game. Can Coach Bruni dial up some magic here? We'll have 4 receivers, a bunch to the left side, the formation. Snap. Gordon throws it to Rujo. Wow. Almost caught. Incomplete. Filinovich on the coverage. Knocks the ball away. Arujo almost came up with that ball. So Lions will take over. The Bulldogs will take over. 1st and 10 at the Lion 32-yard line. 2:51 to go here in the game. Bulldogs will be in no hurry to run plays.
Now be a Bulldog 1st down.
See if Golden Meadow could get the
This
stop.
1st down is brought to you by Party Time Supply.
Two back set for the Bulldogs. Receiver split out wide left. Snap. Counter play to Filinovich. He's hit in the backfield. Picks up a couple on the play. That's a good job by 33 Florida play zones. Makes a nice tackle.
2nd and 8 for the Bulldogs.
2nd down for the Bulldogs. 2:18 and counting here. Ball spotted at the 29-yard line of the Lions. Richard L. Lyons in the backfield. Filinovich at the wing. Bulldogs are waiting for the snap. Coach Pierce, with 2 minutes to go, is waiting for. There's 10 seconds on the play clock. Filinovich in motion, giving the Lions on the right side. Gets a tackle, breaks a 2nd tackle, gets inside the 20. Ball spotted, maybe around the 17. Lions picks up a 1st down.
See if Derek called the timeout, and he will. So Golden Meadow will call their 2nd timeout. I'm trying to do the math here. Okay, so they got 1. Yeah, Golden Meadow, LCO really doesn't have to do a whole lot here. They could pretty much just kind of hand the ball back to Golden Meadow with about 10, 15 seconds left, even with the 1 timeout left.
This 1st down is brought to you by Lumberyard.
We'll see here if the Bulldogs will go ahead and take a knee. Not sure if they want to get some other guys in there or what's their thinking here, but ball spotted right at the 17-yard line. 1:48, so they can pretty much.
Yeah, with the 1 timeout, you figure they could stop it 1 more time, then you could sit on it twice. That's 40. Yeah, Golden Meadow would get the ball back with about 10 seconds left.
And see, if he takes a knee here, Coach Bruni may not even call a timeout.
And if that happens, then, yeah, the game would be over.
So the Bulldogs are coming to the line of scrimmage. Looks like they are in a regular formation. Man in motion. Griffin gives the ball to Lions on the left side. He's going to be hit. Breaks a few tackles. Falls forward inside the 10 to the 9. It's 1:38 to go. And the game clock is running. They can take this play down under a minute.
When everyone's driving the car, everyone has fun.
Ball spotted inside the 10. Second and short for the Bulldogs. 1:15 to go. Two-back set. Wing to the right, which is Richard L.
Coach Pierce telling them to hold their horses till that hand goes up.
We're under a minute to go here. The snap, given a filling edge, turns up the fields at the 5, breaks the tackle, pushes away in the end zone for the Bulldog touchdown.
For a Bulldog touchdown.
Nice, tough inside running from filling edge. Increases his team's lead to 26-6 with a 2-point conversion on its way.
With 49 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter, the score is Lions 6, Bulldogs 26.
Bulldogs set for the conversion. Casey Cortez checks in the game for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs come to the line of scrimmage. Richard Ailes on the wing. Receiver spread out wide to the left. Griffin sends him in motion. Snap. Griffin keeps the ball. Pitches, mishandled in the backfield. Loose ball, fighting for it. And the 2-point conversion will be no good. The Lions come up with the football.
Yeah, Kendon Shaston
Kendon Shaston had a pretty solid game for the Lions tonight. Comes up with that fumble recovery. We'll keep it here. 49 seconds to go. Bulldogs will get the victory tonight. They're up 26-6 here in the late stages of the fourth quarter.
It has been a great second half for LCO. They have really come up big. Golden Meadow played tough for about, 3 quarters or so. They just kind of maybe gassed out a little bit at the end.
And you look back at it, the Lions were never able to overcome the long run by filling it at the end of the second quarter.
Yep, no doubt about it.
Kicking off for the Bulldogs, number 20, Fabian Rodriguez. Another K&B kickoff for the Bulldogs.
And then one more reminder, this is not the final game of the season for either of these teams. Both teams will play next week in some makeup games.
From what we understand, Golden Meadow is going to play Wednesday at Central and LCO's Thursday at Thibodeau. Rodriguez set the kick. The ball approaches. It's going to bounce. Picked up at the 16-yard line. Babaka goes to his left. He's going to be bulldozed down by Lions, and we'll have a flag on the play.
Yeah, there was a late hit there on the line. You don't want to see that at the end of what has been a clean game, but a blocker for the Lions came in there, and either it was late or it was in the back or it was both, but it was definitely a late hit.
So we'll have a flag on the play. Casey seems to think, late hit?
Yeah, late hit on 4 for Golden Meadow, and then we got to check on the injury.
Yeah, that's Baca down. Being checked out. And again, a case we can bring this up every single time.
Yeah,
we need to have trainers here for these young men.
It's profound. Yeah, it needs to happen, man. And the coaches agree with us. It's just about logistics.
And in theory, it would seem easy fix where if you had played a game at South, the high school trainer should be here for that. At Central, it's, Central, Thibodeau. But
against the Lions.
and it is a late hit on Golden Meadow.
So Baca's up. 46 seconds to go. This could be the final play of the game. Lions have, I believe, their second offense maybe in.
Looking, yeah,
This first down
they
is
definitely got a
brought
couple
to
of clean
you by
jerseys for
TJ
sure.
Pond. And takes a big shot.
See 75.
Lions will play first and 10 from
Saya
their own
Costa.
12-yard line.
Ace Alamo's in the game. Snap is given to Alamo on the left side. He's going to be tackled
Handoff up the middle
by number 34 for the Bulldogs.
to number 20.
Liam
He's on the
Igor.
ball. Wrapped up by number 34. Liam
30 seconds to go.
Igor.
Lions do not have to run another play.
Looks like they're going to try to, but you're right. It's not necessary.
The loss is brought to you by Ladelco.
13 seconds, 12, 10. Lions
Second
will
and
try and get
13
the
for the
play
Lions.
off. Snap. Tackled in the backfield.
That's it.
That quarterback looked like Jacob
Handoff to
Davis.
number 22.
22 on the
Colin
carry.
Butler.
And that'll bring us to the end of the game with our final score. LCO 26, Golden Meadow 6. We're going to go ahead and take a 2-minute break. When we get back, we're going to have our final thoughts here from South Lafourche High School Memorial Stadium right here on KLAV.